Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody. Let's take a look at the euro currency today, because the setup that we have discussed yesterday on the New Zealand dollar looks like has started to work, and New Zealand dollar has turned to the retracement that we have discussed yesterday. Guys, not much to discuss across the board since markets mostly stand rather tight. On every currency we probably currently could see some retracement after the action that we have seen previously. But on the euro currency the market really stands very tight, and you can see that almost the whole week in a row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth session in a row, market stands in a very tight consolidation. In general, our setup and our expectation on the possible reversal pattern is still valid that we had discussed previously, and probably by this pattern market could start to show the respect of this support area. That's the yearly pivot point and monthly pivot support one, and could turn to the upside. And depending on whether the market will form the monthly stop grabber on June that we have discussed previously in our weekly research, depending on that, we could get the different target of this possible retracement. If this will be just a respect and the bounce on the support, that probably could be minor retracement to the 38 resistance or 50% resistance right back up to the monthly pivot point. But if it will be the stop grabber, that will probably could lead to the significant action to the upside on the euro currency. But right now we do not have, if even this will happen, currently we can't predict and imagine what fundamental factors could trigger this possible bounce to the upside. Because I have posted some brief update on the fundamental situation in the Euro Union and the United States. It's just some rumors or some interesting moments, and there are no changes in the policy on the United States, I mean in the financial and economy policy, and the same in the European Union. So the European Union still remained dovish on the forecast of the euro, while in the United States the recent data was really nice, and although Ms. Yellen has announced that the Fed Reserve will keep the rates low for maybe a longer period than most market participants expected. But Mr. Dudley yesterday said that probably Fed could turn to the rate hiking in the mid of the 2015. So that's at least some beacon that official Fed Reserve member has announced, and maybe in general the balance between the US dollar and European euro currency holds, and that stands mostly in favor of the US dollar. Besides, if the turmoil in Iraq will turn to the really active and dramatic phase, that really could support the United States dollar as a safe haven currency. That's why some reasons for possible short-term appreciation of the United States dollar exist. And currently, even from the technical point of view, I do not see any signs of possible failure of this butterfly pattern that we have drawn. So market still keeps the chances to form this pattern. From the technical point of view, maybe on the daily time frame chart we do not see much, but on the intraday charts, if you will shift to the 4-hour chart, what we have? Theoretically, we have some signs that point on the possible continuation to the upside. That's still possible. So first of all, take a look how market reacts on the weekly pivot point. So you can see that market has tested it and move up after that. So euro has stand above the weekly pivot point, and that supports some bullish sentiment on the market. That holds the chances on the possible continuation. Besides, market is forming some sort of the symmetrical triangle, or you could call it as the white pennant pattern, that theoretically is the continuation pattern that really could lead to some upward continuation. And some reasons that we have discussed previously. First of all, uncompleted ABC bottom 1618 extension target that stands right at the weekly pivot resistance one. And market theoretically could form here the butterfly that has the 127 extension approximately in the same area. If you guys will draw this ABC bottom pattern, you will see that 100% extension also stands over in this reason. The major condition for us right now is to see that price will stand below this top, because that is invalidation point of the butterfly, and if market will take it out and will continue to move higher, well, in this case we will need to watch and wait for something else, some other patterns, to get the clarification what really is going on the euro currency. Until butterfly will hold, the situation will remain clear and we could continue to deal with this pattern. Also, guys, that's the scenario on the possible upward continuation, but what will happen if market will turn down right here? In fact, for us, this will not change the situation on the daily chart, because on the daily chart we not much care where the market will start move down, right from this area or just 30-40 pips high from that point to the downside. We don't care much where it will happen. But on the 4-hour time frame chart, we should be watching for weekly pivot point in this top, because that's the B point of this ABCD pattern. And if market will turn down, break this support there, that's also, guys, is longer period support. If you take a look at the hourly chart, you'll see that it's really long time support on the hourly chart, significant trend line. Other words, if market will take it out of the weekly pivot point, move below, it simultaneously will move below the B point of this ABCD pattern. That will probably could tell us that downward action has started, and we will be watching for further downward development. At least this probably will mean that the right wing of the butterfly in place, and market now will start to move to the extension of this butterfly. It's 127 extension in an area around 134.50 area. So that's two levels to watch for. First is the possible target if market will show move up, and here, guys, we will probably could try to take the short position based on this butterfly, because that's a reversal pattern. Market really could trigger move down, and by the way, if this will happen from this area, we could place very tight stop, because our invalidation point right here, that will be an attractive trade from the risk reward perspective. Or second level, we should wait for breakout of this support. If this will happen, that will be also the sign that probably market really could start action with the right wing of the butterfly. So that's our short-term view on the euro currency right now.